where else are you going to get your Kanye news except for here on the A Couple of Things podcast? So Kanye dropped Donda 2. He previewed it on February 22nd, 2022. So 22222222. And he previewed it in Miami. He brought the burning house, his childhood house, down to Miami, and then did another one of his visual shows like he did for the Donda 1 preview tour. So obviously visually it was amazing. The water in the, I don't know where they were actually, but wherever arena stadium thing that they were in, having the water all over the arena and them just walking through puddles was pretty interesting. Anytime Kanye does anything, it's like we've never seen it before. It's like an event. You got to stop and see what he's going to do. But visually, top tier. Of course, again, like I loved the house, and then they blew up the house kind of towards the end with the smoke and then the sun or moon thing in the background. I don't know what was going on, but everything looked good. But yeah, so what do you want to start with first? The show Catastrophe, or you want to start with the album itself?
We'll start with the show, since the album kind of came out after, even though I don't think it's even fully out yet.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I don't think every single song that he previewed is out yet, or is it?
Yeah,
I think it is, right? But they're just not done.
Yeah, I think literally every song that he performed.
Oh, okay.
Well, quote unquote performed, and we'll get to that in a second.
But they're just not done.
Yeah, they're just not done. But they're mixed. But then they like mixed his incomplete lyrics. But yeah, like I said, the show visually, of course, was amazing. It sounded really good, especially in the beginning when he was previewing the songs. Like, yeah, it just sounded really good, and then it went really left, really quickly, which is a shame.
I feel like it wasn't planned properly.
Yeah,
cause they said they were still setting up like minutes before everything started.
Yeah, I feel like you can't. I don't know. I feel like Kanye is probably super tough to work with.
Yeah, cause I feel like he has some, like big ideas that we've seen actually come to life, but I feel like now he's kind of getting like, I don't know if he's getting like frantic with it, like he just feels pressure to stay relevant and feels pressure to keep producing music, and he probably is still kind of like, he's still kind of like feeding off of that energy that he got from those 3 listening sessions or whatever, listening parties. Because I was like, a super hype for him, and everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, almost feel like
so now he just wants to try to keep repeating it, and it's like it's too rushed. But and then apparently there was some significance behind the date, so I think he was just trying to get that date.
Yeah, I figured that. With the first Donda shows, he kind of set that deadline for himself because there was nothing important. But I was getting that energy. And again, I don't want to sound negative. I don't want to hate on Kanye. I know. We get a lot of backlash in these clips.
when people should know, if you follow my Twitter or watched all of our videos, that I'm like a diehard Kanye fan.
Yeah,
more than I am Nicki.
He yeah, it just seemed rushed out. He's almost too creative for like.
Yeah.
For like what he wants to do.
I feel like his energy probably is overwhelming sometimes. Like I feel like he probably like starts talking about his ideas, and then people around him probably get like high blood pressure. Like I just feel like he's like very like hype when he gets off his ideas.
I love
sometimes.
I love it. It's just probably the short notice because the first Donda shows were flawless. Like there was nothing wrong. But clearly we saw his frustration, last minute, and the audio was messed up, which was horrible to watch, horrible to listen to. And then you saw he ended up throwing the mic into the water.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed how bad it was. I'm like, I remember the whole time we were watching it, I was just literally like, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Like I was literally cringing the whole time. I'm like, I'm glad that this is like a known thing that something was wrong with the audio. Like I really thought it was just me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And then
bad.
when we threw the mic, obviously that was obvious that something was wrong. But even before that, I was like, something don't seem right. Like right around when the transition happened between playing the old songs.
Which is weird. Like I wonder what happened.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like just play the song. I think he wanted to perform them too, but he didn't even know the words to his songs. So that was cringe too. 'Cause I'm like, why are you trying to rap to songs and you don't even know the lyrics? Like I just would have let them play, and then I just would have like said whatever lyric I do know, and then let anybody else perform. But it's like, is it a performance or a listening party,
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. Cause like I don't think I feel like with the other shows he didn't try. He didn't have a mic, right? Am I
Mm-mm.
wrong? Like he
He
didn't try to
just the
perform
first
it.
time. Remember, he just walked around the
Yeah,
whole time.
that's probably maybe.
I don't think he had the mic at all. Maybe during the last one he did, but I don't even think he did for that one.
Yeah,
I think the first time we actually even heard him rap was Larry Hoover. Remember? Everybody was like, is he going to rap or is he going to do like a listening party? And that was the first time we actually heard him rap in a while and
yeah,
perform. And that might be another thing too. He might be feeding off that energy, that that positive feedback from the Larry Hoover, and then the Rolling Loud. So now now he's like, all right, now I gotta perform because he's feeding off of that energy. And it's like, no, like you don't even know the words yet. Start practicing for Coachella and just let the album play. Once he finishes his album, so he needs to focus on Coachella because I think like I said, he's all over the place, and I'm like actually really scared for that performance. I really just hope he doesn't it's not cringe. Because sometimes you do scare me. Like, it's like I love Kanye, but it's like I gotta hold my breath sometimes.
yeah,
Ever since the Life of Pablo thing. Tour.
yeah. I'm weird though. Like I don't really like. I just want to see what he's gonna do next. Like I'm more so like not so much even the music. Like if it's gonna sound weird, but like when we were watching the show, I don't really care so much about the music, which is a weird thing to say because obviously he's an artist.
You care about the visuals?
Yeah, like for the show, like I could get that same effect if I listen to those songs after the show. But like when we're watching these Kanye things, I'm really just focused on how it looks, because for one, like the streaming audio was bad,
Yeah.
right? Like it's playing through our TV. It's just not gonna really sound good because once the stem player audio came out, obviously it's completely different and it sounds more crisp and it just sounds better. So I try not to hang up too much on the songs that he's playing, especially because they might change.
When we use the speakers or something that help. Like the listening parties, when we listen to them, like the music sounded good.
Yeah, it helped. I don't want to get too invested in like, okay, this is fire, and then he completely changes it. Like when Security came on, I was like, this is nuts, and then I was very scared because I wasn't sure if he was gonna give us the album or like give us those songs that quickly.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh God, please do not change anything. So I try not to get too
Apparently he had
invested.
changed stuff already. I haven't like fully compared it to the listening party, but someone said the runaway drums.
Yeah,
They're not gone, but there's like something or some effect over it. Somebody described it. Someone's like they're gone, and someone else was like, nah. It's, you would probably, if I found the tweet, you would know what the effect is because it's something obviously in the producing engineering range. But they said they just put some, like you could still hear that you had to listen closely, but it's like there's just like a filter or something on it.
yeah. I think what they're talking about is it sounded like they put a filter on the hi hat, so like it doesn't sound so much like Runaway. I think it literally is the exact same drum loop, which is not like a crazy thing. Like people use like I think people would be surprised. Like pretty much all sampled drums all come from like the same group of drum loops, so it's not really shocking that he reused it. But that song is almost like too big to reuse the same drums.
Yeah,
But yeah, they definitely did change it.
it's like
I
one of
heard
his
it.
best songs.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, so that's like and that's what happened with if you remember Donda, like the regular one, Donda one, I guess you could call it. A lot of stuff changed from well, not like a lot, but there was some changes from the listening party versus when we actually got it, and I was like, don't know how to feel. Yeah, obviously, I'm used to all the songs now, but
yeah,
and that's the only thing I hate about this, like his new thing with like releasing the songs like as drafts almost, because I feel like it hurts you for two reasons. Like one, it's like do I really want to be a part of that process, or like I'd rather just get the song when it's done and like love the song when it's done. Like, do I really want to be a part of that? Because then by the time the song's done, you're kind of over it, And I feel like that's what happened with the first Donda. It's like, dang, like off the grid, like still hits hard, but that's like clearly my favorite song. But it's like imagine me hearing it for the first time in my car, like that would have hit a lot more than like when I heard it first time at the listening party and it wasn't even done. So it's like I don't really like that. And then another reason is I feel like I don't know. It could also ruin songs too because like you're used to like the mumbling and stuff. You're like you might not even like a song because of the mumbling. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it being part of the like the process and getting updated. It's like I just want the music when it's out.
yeah, same.
So it was like, yeah, I don't know. So some people really like it because they feel like they're part of like the process and they can see the creative process and they get updates on the stem player because it just updates automatically. And the same thing with streaming platforms. It just updated when it was done, but it's like, does it do more harm than good? I mean, it's experimental too. At the end of the day, like I still respect the experimental aspect of it because Kanye has always been experimental. So it's like I still, I still think it's cool, but it's like I'm not personally a fan.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I do like the shows though.
Yeah, I like the shows.
Just for the visual part, like if he did this on like a tour, then this would be like amazing. It would be probably the most expensive tour of all time. But
You got
kind
to
of
keep
like,
rebuilding that house and destroying the house.
yeah, like he did this, but he's done this before, of course. Like his stage design has always been crazy throughout all his albums. But I would definitely like for him to do this on like a tour thing, but not necessarily preview the half done album.
Yeah, and like he really does need to practice learning his lyrics. That's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of embarrassing not knowing your own lyrics.
Yeah. But the show was good.
Yeah.